good morning, Guyana. Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning? So I'm still gathering information on last night's execution style killing. And tonight I'll have a full report for you. I'd expected to have a report for you this morning, but due to the peculiar circumstances, I'm even trying to get some video footage of what exactly transpired. And you know, sometimes it's worrying as to why the police don't already have the information out there, knowing that persons would be able to see the car that was used in the commissioning of the crime and identify it. So two things this morning. There is a serious issue whereas Guyanese seem not to be taking COVID-19 seriously. People are not wearing their masks. They're gathering in big crowds. Oh shucks, did you bring the mask inside here? Oh. They're gathering in big crowds. You know, all over the place, got people crowd up. So what I propose to do from tonight, I'll be driving around and we will be looking at the different places that open past 9:30. I'll start my live from 9:30, and whether it is the task force has to be held accountable, the Guyana police force has to be held accountable. It seems like they want to get paid to do nothing. Right? So from tonight, what we're gonna arrange is live videos from a number of destinations, and be serious now. I promise to do it the last time and I did not, but I will be doing it seriously now, because the cases of COVID-19 is going up and nothing is being done to address this problem. Now we know we're getting vaccines, but it's barely 13,000 people have been vaccinated. You got less people have been vaccinated than allowed the PPP a win in the last election. You understand? The amount of voters that allow this administration to be in power, you ain't get them among the people who get vaccinated. Imagine the extra voters ain't get vaccinated yet. So we gotta look at how we're gonna address this problem seriously. Right? Everyone is responsible for themselves, but nonetheless, we can't get people going and share this thing with, because when you done going a crowd, get your COVID-19, you still come in for me, go in a store while going in. I didn't know what you were doing last night. You understand? When you done go and party all about the place, late, they ain't big crowd, because you have, after a certain time, and people don't take the drinks, you can't tell a man to wear a mask. In any case, you can't wear a mask when you're in a bar. But last night, the seawall, I came down to cover the execution style killing outside of Pancourt, and then you have to find the seawall full with people. This is a bus full of prisoners. Where they carrying them? Yeah, the seawall full with people. 10:30, the seawall full with people. Last night. It is ridiculous. It's like if the people were sabotaging themselves. It is ridiculous. So we gotta look at that. My header today states, if you want to invest in Guyana and do business in Guyana, you call the Guyanese Critic and we will get you. Because a lot of people call, like a man named, a black businessman called me and he said, Critic, I have this idea, and there's a man who's been into business, at one time gave me a break in my life. This is a businessman. And he said, the hullabaloo, they go wrong, they come wrong. When you go invest, you gotta go here, you gotta go there, and this and that. So what I have chosen to do is set up a business consultancy service. Whereas when you come, it's a one-stop shop. We get all your certification, we get everything for you to move forward. Right? Because it is needed. Government, if you're going into farming, government might be able to give you some land. It's just that people don't know the know-how and they ain't able to push around. You got things that you have to have the information. The Ministry of Agriculture have things that they're offering. Right? So telling you, the Ministry of Agriculture, put your mask over your nose, have things that they're offering. Everybody offering, got things that they're offering. There are concessions that you could get. Depends on your size of investment. Depends on how the amount of jobs you're creating. All these kind of things. Right? So we got to look at that. We got to look at that on a serious note. Now what happened last night is reminiscent of a past time. And it's very close to, like, we even had no execution style killings for a long time. I think the Guyana Police Force need to pay special interest. The Minister of Home Affairs needs to pay special interest to this particular situation, this particular crime, and get it solved and let the Guyanese people know exactly what happened. Because there are many times people have been killed and you know the crux of the story. Right? This is an execution. It is no accident. There was no quarrel in the bar. There was no fight. There's no retaliation, immediate retaliation. They said they had some vibes and people gone in and shoot the man when he come out. Ricardo Fagundes was in the bar with associates, received the phone call and came out, only to be gunned down with no less than 15 bullets from a high-powered rifle and a handgun. Two individuals who then left the scene in a white wagon car, and witnesses claim only to see PXX as the first numbers on the car. Right? Now there's CCTV footage very close there. There needs to be an explanation. The people need to know what transpired. Because it could be taken out of context. We know that Guyana had a past where there were a number of execution style killings across this country. This is reminiscent of that past time. How do we deal with it? How do we address it? This is the question. Is it a one-off something? This individual, specifically Ricardo Fagundes, escaped an assassination attempt already. Had escaped an assassination attempt before. So he's not new to these kind of things. Right? There's no accident. What exactly transpired is my concern. So the Guyana Police Force needs to do their job. Like, they issued a statement, and you know, the statement didn't say much. It wasn't very helpful. They gotta solve this case. I am worried. How do we still have so much unsolved, unprosecuted crimes, and we got this state-of-the-art billion-dollar security system? And if you go into the security center, I want to take you, I will try to get an inside look at the security center. If you go into the security center and get an understanding, it's a state-of-the-art operation. Those cameras even have the capability. There's capability. It's not that it does that, but it has the capability of doing facial recognition. So you could be, the system could be running and looking for somebody pass by this camera here. You know, look what's going on. Up in the middle of the road there's a camera there to you. To your right, the white thing there's cameras. Seeing when people going up the East Coast and coming down. Where Ricardo Fagundes, known as Paper Shards, was gunned down last night, there was a camera system just 15 feet away from where his body lay. Have they processed the CCTV footage? Obviously they processed it. They're looking for the car. How much white wagon car you know? You pull along a GRA, how much white wagon cars are there? You know? These are the kind of questions that gotta be asked. We can't afford to have this country fall back into a state similar to that we had experienced in the past. I don't want to live in no country like that. You understand? People in this country want to feel secure. Now is the time to make money. Now is the time to invest. So we gotta get to the program. I want 900, $1 million for the thing. Investment by my next 4x4 and put something on it. Set up a floating 4x4. I'm not buy them thing now though. So just for you guys to understand the importance, we all need to work together. Tonight we're gonna have a detailed story because more information is still coming in. What I can tell you guys about what transpired last night: Ricardo Fagundes, known as Paper Shards, was with some of his associates at the Palm Court bar on Main Street. He received the phone call, left the establishment. What the phone call was about, who called him, is yet to be ascertained. But when he reached across the road from the establishment, and again there was no issue in the establishment, There was no, not to say there was a confrontation or a problem. There was no issue in the establishment. He received the call, left the establishment, went across the road. And as there across the road, he was confronted by two individuals, one said to be with a high-powered rifle, and one said to be with a handgun. No less than 15 rounds, no less than 15 spent shells were found at the crime scene. No less. It is suggested that his body bore or will bear more than 10 gunshot wounds. He was killed on the spot. The Guyana Police Force has since commenced an investigation to find the perpetrators of this execution-style killing. Tonight, we will have more information, hopefully even some video footage. Again, I have reached out to management of the establishment, and nothing happened at the Palm Court. It happened outside of the Palm Court, across the road. There was no issue in the establishment to say that there was a problem with somebody and the individuals went outside and this occurred. Ricardo Fagundes was in the establishment. He received a phone call. He left, and witnesses claim hearing loud explosive sounds, and upon venturing out to see what it was, they found Fagundes shot and killed, laying dead on the streets, just at the junction of Middle and Main Streets. So that is as it relates to the crime that happened last night, and I'm hoping the Guyana Police Force can get to the bottom of it and assure Guyanese that these kind of crimes will not go unchecked. So if you want to invest, talking about investment, if you want to invest in Guyana, if you want to do a business in Guyana, you could get on to the Guyanese Critic on 622-7740 or GuyaneseCritic@gmail.com, all lower caps, and we will help you and facilitate business planning and everything else to develop and nurture your business. Somebody say, because this man affiliated with Rajikan, people are going to claim this PPP who executed him. Nobody can claim, they ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't see them making sense. There's 100 things that can happen. They gotta wait for the police investigation. Now, we know that 11 tons of cocaine was busted in Europe, came from Guyana in scrap iron. We know that a lot of things going on all around the place. So we don't know what would cause such an act, and we should not insinuate. We should wait till the police. Wait for the police to do their investigation. So for those of you who've just tuned into the Guyanese Critic Morning Live, the realest thing coming out of Guyana, possibly the world, undisputably, sir. This is Camp Street, Georgetown. And you're viewing a country that is on a roll. If you got a couple $1 million and you want to invest in Guyana, you come. This is the primary investment place. This is called Go Invest, right? And if you need help in getting yourself sorted out, getting to know who is who, where to go and what to do, you call the Critic 622-7740 or email me at guyanesecritic@gmail.com. And we will make sure you get all that you're deserving of to roll out your business and benefits for rolling out business in Guyana. So do you? Hmm? Yeah. Alright, so. Where is it for lunch during the day? Doctor tell that, yes, so they got fatty liver, got ease up eating fried foods. Got liver like Japan. Wagyu. Got liver like Wagyu. You know Wagyu beef? You ever heard about Wagyu beef?
Yeah.
It's the most expensive beef in the world. Yeah. That's steak. And it's that way because of how the fat is distributed in between the meat. So I got liver like Wagyu. Here the doctor said, Mr. Rodriguez, you have to. You have to. No, the pharmacist, when she gave me medication, she said, you can't drink alcohol. I said, is now you gonna make I go into, I can get different thing, I get depression now. You can't drink rum? And the doctor said, drink a lot of water. Forget rid of it. I got stone too fine stone. Kidney stone or something like that. So he said, drink a lot of water. Hear me. Doc, you know, beers is distilled too. She said, no, I want to drink alcohol, I want to drink water. Every room as he said his problem. Yeah. So, yesterday I went to the I had a problem in my back. But I feel like I get dead. You know, when man is done baby, you let pain knock me. So when I go to the doctor and give me an injection, I said, Doc, no, I don't depend on any kind of thing left. Injection? Yeah, I can see when I go in for take me vaccine and I see the needle. Take your son. Dad loves you, man. Yeah. Yeah, I can see when I go in for take the vaccine. I go in live. I got man up, don't worry, I got man up. Jesus, when I thought about the needle boring me and freaking me out. Much less when I see the needle. So it's gonna be live, it might be some good laugh that day. We got too much of mentally ill people in this country. How you got so much of mad people in the streets? And the guy forgot mad people in parliament, but some of them, well, what else you gotta explain? People who's doctor and liar doing stupidness is mental illness. Jesus, child. You got a bundle of hair, push your head bigger than your body. Jesus Christ. You might let me go and get some breakfast somewhere. Me and this thing. Me and this one. It's a nice driving around these countries. We have no, this is a real place. The amount of stupidness you see. Yeah. Good morning, Critic. He's eating the film. It's not like you writing Spanish then. Me not read Spanish. We don't talk nothing else but English. Mostly Creolese. Why everybody always warning somebody? You know? What's going on with these people? They're warning people. What's the pain out of the guy? He's always bluffing people. I got the pain. They should just bluffing. So we're in the tongue. I'm going to give you a spin in the tongue and see what we go around this side. Hey, remember here, it's got action. This is a Mingo office. Watch Mingo office. I was supposed to come and do it. You know how much things I do around? This is Mingo office. What the building in front there? It's there we were supposed to come and do a live today. Never big go get heart attack and take down there. I'm glad the city hall could take care of this thing. What's going on here? The Ministry of Public Works has to do something about this. There's an electrical transformer in here. These people build house